All right, we're gonna go ahead and talk about how to get the chained mega token. It's needed in order, so you have to do pressure token, mega token, and then the orb puzzle, the orb zone puzzle, which is very easy to do. As soon as you finish the orb puzzle, you're gonna go into the teleporter at the end. The door is open. Get the prize, which is the bunny ears. Once you enter the next room, the block zone, you want to walk forward. It should give you a badge. Once you own that badge, you should be able to go ahead and do the chains, mega token. So here's how it goes, right? So for the chained mega token, you need to at least get to the top, at least have the top one unlocked already, because once you enter this room or this event area, you can teleport to the top using the checkpoints on the left side there, and you want to teleport to the 31st. You need a partner though, so make sure you find somebody who's capable of doing this. So I just straight up whoever spawned here first, I picked whoever, and once you find somebody to do it with, right, you're gonna go ahead and jump down, and this should teleport you as long as you have the orb zone puzzle finished, and then you have the block zone badge for entering the block zone. This should teleport you in. Now it's a bit of obviously a two puzzle thing, you know. I think the only that's complicated, a couple parts here are complicated. We'll skip ahead. It's very simple though. So there's a skip here. So the buttons here, normally how it works, you have to the red person has to push the buttons, and then they have to hit the blue buttons for them, which is difficult to do. But if the person backtracks to the red button back there, I can take the checkpoint here, and if I reset, then we can just spawn back here basically, and then that's good. So as long as the red person goes first, gets that checkpoint, and then they go backwards, and I stay on the button to open the platforms, you can go ahead and straight up, they can keep that door open for us, and we just walk in and do the blue one, and we're good to go for that one. That's a skip right there. One thing to note is that if you do leave the game, your checkpoint is saved, so you can leave the game. If you don't want your partner, you can just leave the game. Your checkpoint should be there. For the Boulder one, the best way I could do this is just in the front here. The right side doesn't really work that well, to be honest, but just right in the front, it should work right there. And that's pretty much it. That's the hardest part. And other stuff is just the levers here. So for levers, there's two on the first floor, two on the bottom floor here, and then you head up, and then there's two at the top somewhere. So you just click on it. It should turn to the right, to the left, and then you're good to go. So one, you see the red guy over there on that side, behind there, and then there's two up there. You have to go together though, because there's a thing you have to push. So you hit up here. Lever right there behind that statue, and then you have to go ahead and stand on the button for your red pattern, pretty much, to get them up there, and that's it. Once you put the four levers, you're gonna have to do more parkour, or do chain parkour, which is what the main game is for the most part. Other than that, the only thing tricky is this last part. Just make sure you just run and pay attention to any rocks coming at you. You can pull your partner if they get far behind, which may save your life possibly, but that's up to you on how you want to do it. But yeah, I mean, it's probably a checkpoint right there behind you anyways, so it's not a big deal, I'll be honest with you. So anyways, that's the token for this event here, or this first token that's needed in order for the 7, or the order in general. I don't know, but here you go. So once you get that, you get the token at the end over here. Now, just for extra content, extra information, if you want to know how it was solved or how it went, so first things first, chained was found, people say, by a leaker or a data miner, for the most part. So it's because as soon as somebody finds the badge, basically, as soon as someone finds the badge, everybody knows what game it is at that point. That game has the badge counter. Somebody gets +1, then we're good to go. Also, the game also created a brand new subplace for that day, so that was kind of suspicious as well, that it was going to be in that game for that day. Who knows? You never know sometimes. Anyway, so that kind of ruined it, and it kind of made things more confusing for us. It took us a whole day to find the next game, which was Rivals. But the real way to solve it, there's 2 hints here. 1 or 3 hints technically. So one hint here is this hint here. Now, if you didn't have the Rivals or the token already, it would sparkle. When it sparkles, that means it is the current hint for you, right? And so how this was solved, which was solved during the stream, when I was streaming it, some guy came in chat and cooked. Who knows if it's the same who he solved it, but cooked real hard. So the way this is, this hint tells us chained, and the reason why it tells us chained, because it's the unit measurement of each of these emojis. So horse has a unit of measurement, A fishing rod has a unit of measurement. A hand has a unit of measurement, and a feet or foot or feet or foot, I think it's feet, is the general consensus. So everything is calculated in feet, right? So how long is a horse in feet? How long is a fishing rod in feet? You add it all together with whatever the values are, and I don't care too much. The values equal 66. 66 feet is the unit length of a chain. So there we go. That equals the game chains. That's how it should be solved. Now, how do we figure out, okay, well, the main one was how do we go into the eyeball? How was the eyeball figured out, right? Well, there's two things. One, this room is blue, right? Use the color blue. That's a hint right there. The blue is the eyeball was blue, so you could probably use the color here as an extra hint for that. Also, the badge for the event, which sometimes the badges are some of them red herrings, of course, not all true on each badge is the correct badge, but one of them is a true badge, obviously. And the true badge, which was which one was it? It was this one here. The true badge here, which was the unmoving gaze, which gaze of eyes for those who dare to see, seeing of eyeballs. So that's kind of the hints that kind of led to it for the most part. If it wasn't obviously not cheated, but the way it was solved initially. If it wasn't that, then this is how it would be. All right, and that's the token for chain. So, but a lot of people have it already, but I'll make it anyway just in case if people are trying to catch up and stuff and want to watch one guy's making a video. That's it. So that's the video. We're gonna go now and talk about rivals in the next video here.